along with folks, Orange, Osceola, and Flagler. All right, gang. All right, busy night. Just keeping an eye on school cancellations, after-school closures. Again, Seminole County, Orange, Osceola, and Flagler counties canceling after-school activities because of the weather tomorrow. Classes themselves up in Marion County have been closed thus far. No other school cancellations as best I am aware of. Lorianne Dillis Campbell, Tom Perry, Sherry LaFavia, Megan Spiva is in the house. Good to have each and every one of you fine young folks in here tonight. A lot of ground to cover, a lot of things to talk about, and obviously the biggie is going to be whether or not we're going to have a tornado. So we're going to break that down for you guys as well. Let me go ahead and do this here real quick. As you guys know, tomorrow is a first warning weather day as the threat for numerous severe storms is in the forecast as we're level 3. So that's one of the things we have to watch. Damaging wind, also a big concern. I'm going to break all of this down. Let me start out with the wide perspective here, then I'll answer some questions. Daniel, yep, outside of our viewing area, but we were aware of that. Sandy Brandt, out here in Cedar Key, says Dan. Excellent. Gary Hicks, good to have you. Great group in here tonight. You guys know my motto. Sharing is caring. The more people we can reach by you guys sharing these Facebook Live feeds, the more people we can put in the weather know. So here's our low, and you can see there's a word we use in the weather term called difluence, and that's when the wind is going out in different directions. It's difluence, not confluent coming together, but the air upstairs is going out. That creates a good lifting mechanism, and that's what we're seeing right here from Houston, New Orleans, where we have right now multiple tornado watches. There have been a couple of warnings near Mobile, not tornado, severe thunderstorm. We've had a couple of tornado warnings there, though, in Louisiana and Texas a short while ago. Here's a look at the satellite radar. One of the things that I like to do when I'm covering severe weather is see what's going on out to the west to kind of gauge how things may begin to behave and or set up over our area. Now, Houston, peak wind gust there today was 52. Lake Charles, Louisiana. Haven't seen anything over 36, but New Orleans has been really, really windy here with winds over 50 miles an hour. The one thing that caught my eye earlier, see these couple discrete cells? They kind of all became one linear squall line like that. So what we need to do is essentially watch this tomorrow to see how this starts behaving. Once we get the characteristics of this line where we can see what's going on, whether the behavior is intensifying, weakening, that's going to be a huge help. And then as that line crosses New Orleans, Mobile, Tallahassee, we'll have some ground truth there on what is going to work in our way as we get you on into tomorrow afternoon, starting at 3 o'clock up there in Marion County. And I'll show you a future cast here in just a second. Sue Ellen Pistorius, Maria Sofia, Jojo Hernandez, Teresa Phillips Kraft, great group in here. If you guys don't mind sharing the feed tonight, that would be a big help to try to get the word out. Now, one of the things that I like to show underneath the radar, this is called the significant tornado parameter. And when you start seeing that color purple there, there's a high likelihood that there's going to be a tornado watch and tornado warnings. And you can see that. There's the watch. See how the energy is coming out of Texas, and look how it's beginning to pivot now to the east. So this particular product is very useful in determining where the severe weather is going to line up. And we'll use that here in Florida tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. It's kind of a cool tool that we have now in our repertoire. The other thing we like to do is take a look at the live lightning to see if lightning is becoming more expansive. Now, there's not a whole lot of lightning here, which is really surprising. When lightning strikes go up, there's been a known correlation with the number of lightning strikes going up equaling a greater risk for tornadoes. So the fact that we don't have any here, that's a good thing. And the other thing that we're going to have to watch tomorrow, if I go back to here, is, we have a lot of things that are in play that can help us out. with severe weather. But we also have something that could limit severe weather. If these clouds stay in abundance over us, that can actually help us out in reducing the amount of instability. So that's another thing that we're going to have to watch very carefully here. And we'll know sun up what we're going to be dealing with. All right, so let's do this. Here's your timeline for tomorrow. Then we'll get into the nuts and bolts here. But anywhere, this is Orlando, anywhere from about 3 o'clock through about 7 o'clock. That 4-hour window, I think, is the worst of the weather for the metro areas. And we're going to break it down for everybody, but that's the planner that we like to use. All right, so this is the graph, high resolution model that we like to use, and I'm going to compare it with the HRRR, which is another model that we like to use. You got it, Reese, no problem. Linda Crook says she can't hear me. The audio is all the way up. So try making sure your audio is up, because it looks like everybody else can hear me fine. Diana Francis, I know you're stressing up there, girl. Dismissal time. So Diana, the only school cancellation that I know of as of right now is Marion County. Tons of after-school cancellations, though. Flagler, Osceola, Seminole, just to mention a few. Orange County as well just came in. Let's see. Yep, Maribel, we got that. Yep, Nicole can hear me. So there we go. So this is a look now at the graph model. And the graph model looks like this. So there's noon. There's that line. 2 o'clock. Dunellen, Welliston. There's Ocala, 2:30. There's 3 o'clock. Wildwood, the Villages. Approaching Bunnell, the Palm Coast area. Palm Coast, right around 3:34. The active weather comes to you, Jamie Javier. FSU has canceled classes, says Jenny Koo. Thank you. Ocala in danger. Yes, MA polling. You're gonna have some weather up there for sure. Everybody is. There's 4 o'clock. The Land. We get into 4:35. Some nasty cells once again over DeLand, Daytona Beach, up and down the I-4 corridor for the heart of rush hour. That is never what you want to see. Lake County schools, so early. That's the first I'm hearing of an early release in Lake County. There we go. The weather lately is killing my sinuses, says Carly. Yep. So there's 6 right there. Bithlo, St. Cloud, New Smyrna Beach, approaching Titusville. Hugh, right there for you, New Smyrna Beach, 5 to 6. I must go out early then. Yeah, there you go, Deborah. Stay safe, young lady. Barb, good advice. And that's one of the reasons why I want you guys to share the feed. Manatee County is going to be in the activity early to mid-afternoon as well. Karen Coots, good to have you right there. Louis Diaz, I'm doing good. Let's hope for good news. Yeah, what we need tomorrow are these clouds to stand around. Otherwise, that's going to create more instability. But you can see it's over quick on the graph model. Let me show you, and then I'm going to go to the HRR, so don't go anywhere. So look at these rainfall amounts on the graph model. It's a high resolution 4 kilometer model that we like to use. I can hear too. Tracy, Joan, good to have you there. So that's the graph model. Let me show you the HRR, and then we'll show you the severe weather graphics that I want to kind of roll out for you guys as well, and the county by county stuff. So don't go anywhere. Crystal, active day tomorrow. Thank you. You betcha, Diane. We got you covered. Sharon is caring, says David. David Drake is in the house. Seminole County right now is canceling after-school activities. The tornado threat, Stephen, is definitely a little bit higher than normal. Kiki Lee is in the house. Louis Albors Malia, hope I said that correctly. I know, right? Good call. It does feel like August. So there's 2. This is the HRR. Comes in a little bit later. Oops, I went too quick. Sorry, my bad. There's 3 o'clock entering Marion County. 3:30 Ocala. There's 4 o'clock east of Ocala. 4:35. You can see Palm Coast, Wildwood. Look at 5:36, right over the metro areas. Nasty line of storms right there that we'll be watching. And then we take a look at 7:38, off the coast by about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the evening. Now, the HRR, by the way, is also indicating some decent rainfall. Daytona Beach, Tammy is going to be about 4 o'clock, 4 to 5 o'clock for you guys up there. Franny Lolo's in the house. She's not happy. She's not liking it. But remember, we're going to be here doing cut-ins and updates all afternoon long. So we got you covered. The thing is to be able to receive any warnings, whether it be on your phone, your iPad. He is. We're going to tag team Eric and I tomorrow in the studio. Going to be like old times. Nikki Momo, Hugh Haddon, Steven Rodriguez, and Megan Spiva. Megan, anytime you get a long line of storms like that, that is a distinct possibility. They're getting bad weather right now over in Louisiana. That's correct, Nicole. Publix is going to be, they may be in Madhouse tonight for all I know. There's the orange. That means numerous severe thunderstorms expected with the potential for a strong tornado or two, Jen McDonald. Danny Watkins is in the house. Palm Coast time, Palm Coast time. Up north, it's going to be, 5 o'clock-ish, somewhere right in that time frame. 3:30 to 4, says Franny. Yep. There's about a 1 hour difference between the models. So there's Palm Coast 334 on the graph model, but for Palm Coast on the HRR, you can see just a little bit later, 4:35. So about an hour difference, give or take. Jesse, good to have you right there. Deb, you're welcome. Prayers for safety, says Hugh. Yep. Sue will be here for you. Don't worry about that. Jojo, El Nino is definitely the issue here for sure. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you, this is kind of interesting. You don't often see this, but the hashed area there in the damaging wind means the potential for 70-plus mile-an-hour winds across our northern communities. So, again, A, the storm's moving quick. B, storms could be pretty strong. So you take that together, and there's the potential for winds that could be at 70 miles an hour or even higher come tomorrow afternoon. Now, when we take a look at the tornado threat there, it's low, almost low moderate in our northern communities and a little bit lower down to the south. Megan, good to have you there. Orange County. Orange County is going to be windy all day, but the worst of the weather we think is going to be about 5 to 7 o'clock in the evening. So there you go. There you go, Danny. You tell her. Right back at you, Deb. Donna Santa Maria, almost good to have you there. And again, you guys, if you can just share the feed tonight, let's get this out to your friends and family. Let them know what's going on. For those of them that have busy lives and sometimes aren't always weather connected, we want to make sure they're in tune to what's going on with their environment here where we live tomorrow. Carla, no, Carla, I think Brevard's going to get it too. I think it's, I think they're pretty good risk for some strong damaging winds and even the chance for an isolated tornado or two. Damaging winds is the biggie. Tornadoes right now is a medium threat. We're going to continue to evaluate this as we go through the overnight and tomorrow. Now, I got this question a lot today. Question was, when was the last time we were in an enhanced level of risk? And for a hail event, you got to go back to just this past April in Brevard County. And then in 2022, September, enhanced risk for Ian. And then in April of 2021, it's a huge wind event. So there you go. You betcha. Yep, just shared. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you. And thanks for the passing along that website, that page today. Emojis and likes, shares are the biggie for me with this type of event, if you guys don't mind. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about, so what's different this time around? We've got moisture, we got lift, similar to a summer. It's going to be around 80 degrees tomorrow. Courtney Bushman is in the house. Courtney, stay safe tomorrow. Wendy Morgan's in the house. So there you go. So that's atmospheric energy is much higher. Look, we look for certain things when we're talking about severe weather. And is the moisture increasing? In this case, it is. That's a check. Is there going to be mid-level dry air? In order to get severe weather, you want dry air over moist air. Now, it creates a cap and then things just kind of, boom, lift off. Plenty of lifting with the front and shearing winds. We have south winds at the surface. We have strong west winds of over 70 miles an hour upstairs, so we have plenty of that. Let's take a look now at the energy index here for tomorrow. And you can see, look at that, magenta. And then it just shuts off. Once that squall line moves on through, it cuts off. The other way to look at it is what we call updraft helicity. Not to get too technical, when you start seeing that increase, you start seeing it pop up on your maps. And what's interesting, notice these discrete lines. You know, that could be a supercell thunderstorm along that squall line that's building off towards the east. So that's one of the things that we'll use and watch tomorrow. Then you can see, look how it drops south, right along that front. So there it is. Boom. And then into weakening a little bit maybe as it approaches Brevard County, but still, you know, over towards St. Cloud, there's multiple little streaks there that I don't like seeing. So something to watch. As we break it down county by county here for you, there you go, 2 to 5. Magenta color means there's more energy and more twist with height to rotate storms. There you go. No, I wouldn't put shutters up, Natalie. That would be a lot of extra work for like 3 or 4 hours time. Sammy, it's going to get a lot windier tomorrow. Trust me on that. So for Marion County, 2 to 5, the worst of the weather. Sustained winds 25, 35, gust easily 55 plus in any strong storm that moves through the county. Same thing with Sumter and Lake. Marion County schools are closed for tomorrow. Just FYI. And then as we take a look now at the I-4 corridor, 4 to 7 p.m. here still looks pretty good. Winds 25 to 35, max gusts 55 plus in any strong to severe storm that moves in. Severe storm could be 70. So there you go. I believe it's pretty much, there you go. Yeah, I put my Christmas stuff away over the weekend. And today, all my loose lanai stuff, patio, like the plastic furniture and like little plants, took them in. You still have time to do that in the morning before the storms come in if you can't do it tonight. There you go. All right, Elizabeth, good stuff. Hillsborough, no, Hillsborough is going to get it. Evelyn, big time. They're going to get a little bit earlier. They'll probably be around 2 o'clock, 2 to 3 o'clock. So there you go. Hannah, well, you know, each school county looks at things through, I guess, a different set of eyes. So now that can change, though. I'm not saying Volusia won't change their mind, but as of right now, to the best of my knowledge, there was no school cancellation for Volusia. Only Marion County. Lots of after-school activities, though, closed in many counties. Seminole, Orange, Osceola, Flagler, I've seen reports of. I don't know why I get notices. Shante, just make sure your notifications are on. I'm always trying to get on around 8-ish, give or take 15 minutes every other, 15 minutes either side of 8, just FYI. Tomorrow's, look at these, part of the reason for the active weather. Look at these temperatures tomorrow. Low 80s, almost 10 degrees above the normal, adding some extra instability. So there you go. Candy Fry, distinct possibility for you over there in Cocoa tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. And then as we take a look now, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, front leaves. And then we may get some more showers and storms from the south to the north on Friday. Another thing we'll have to watch before front rolls in Friday night, early Saturday morning, clearing things out just in time for the weekend. So there it is. There's the weekend front comes through. Cooler, drier as we head into the weekend. Let me put it all together here for you. There you go, Francis. Well, message away. Robin Runyon, you betcha, girl. Just doing my job. So, again, first warning weather day Tuesday. Storms around on Friday. Storms around on Monday. In between those stormy days, the temperatures in the 60s. Dominique Evermond, you're welcome. So there you go, 65, 65, 63, and 64 for all of that activity. All right, a lot of these graphics I post on my Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram. So if you're social savvy, you can also go there and get snapshots throughout the night. So for more updates. They want the state testing money. Hannah, you may get your wish there tomorrow, so there you go. You're welcome, Sarah. You got it, Linda, Darlene Marie. Yep. All right, gang, I got to start to make some more updates here, so I'm going to let you guys do your thing. Normally, I'd fly around the globe, but I think tonight's just we want to focus in on the active weather. Again, we have multiple tornado watches. The red area is, again, an indication where the tornado risk is elevated due to the increased moisture due to the increased shear. And as this works to the east tomorrow, we're going to continue to follow it and then just kind of bring you guys the best updates we can bring you as this moves eastward into Alabama and even the far western panhandle of Florida later on tonight. So I'm going to let you guys run. I'm back at 10 and 11 with the latest model updates. See you tonight at 10 and again at 11. And of course, I'll be in early tomorrow. I'll be tag teaming with Eric, probably being around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, just kind of watching things carefully. So again, for now, things are quiet tonight. Tomorrow things change, and they change quickly. And it is going to be a very, very windy day. Hopefully they won't be damaging winds, but it's something that we will certainly be watching and watching it very, very carefully and closely, along with the behavior of the storms in the northern panhandle to gauge what may or may not be coming our way. So there it is. Active Tuesday, calmer Wednesday, Thursday, active again Friday. So it's a day of active weather, 2 days off. Active weather again, very potent, very active, very fast. El Nino pattern right now that we're in with storm after storm just kind of rolling on in. All right, gang, I'll let you run. See you tonight at 10 and 11, and right back here tomorrow on Facebook Live. Toodles.